24 weeks might just sound like another week of pregnancy, but it's actually a really important one because it's all to do with your baby's chances of survival outside the womb. Even though your baby isn't due for a while just yet, there is still a chance that any baby could be born prematurely. And week 24 is known as the week of viability, which means that if your baby was born now, they would be considered viable in medical terms and would have a fighting chance of survival outside of the womb. While that isn't a nice thing to think about, at least you know that now your baby has reached this milestone, which should be a great comfort. So how big is baby this week? Well, according to textbooks, baby is now measuring at around 11.5 inches long and will be weighing in at around 1 1/3 pounds. An interesting fact is that baby will steadily gain around 6 ounces every week from now on, which means you're going to get bigger too. While we're on the topic of weight, one interesting fact for this week is that baby will now steadily gain around 6 ounces every week from now on, and size-wise they are roughly the size of a corn on the cob. So what else for week 24? Well, if you were wondering who this little baby of yours is going to take after, you would almost be able to tell if you had a little camera inside there right now, because baby is getting so developed. Lots of mums choose to have a 3D or 4D scan around about now, which can be booked privately, and they are absolutely amazing, I have to say. But instead of me just talking about it, let's take a look at some scan footage for week 24. Now, we talked about baby, but what about you? How are you feeling, and what is being 24 weeks pregnant really like? Well, here at Channel Mum, we're comparing the textbooks versus the truth with a little help from some expectant mums just like you. But how are you doing physically? Let us know in the comments below. One thing to look out for is that growing bump of yours. At this stage in your pregnancy, it can start to take you by surprise and leave you a little bit unsteady on your feet as your centre of gravity starts to shift. So take care when you get up from sitting or lying down, and try not to do it too quickly, because if you do, it can leave you feeling a little bit dizzy. Here's how some other mums' pregnant bellies looked at 24 weeks.
It went down quite a bit at the beginning of the week because I was basically just eating toast and cereal.
It is protruding quite a lot now, as you can see, and it's quite hard as well.
This is what it looks like at 24 weeks.
I definitely know she's in there, she's wiggling all the time. But you can see all my stretch marks are really starting to show themselves again. So what else can you expect? Well, we've got tons of vlogs for every week of pregnancy over on Channel Mum from other mums who are at the same stage as you are right now. So let's take a look at how they're doing at week 24.
SBD has actually eased off quite a bit. I'm feeling like I've got much more energy. I can go through the whole day without feeling like I need a big sleep.
I have fainted a couple of times, so clearly overdoing it still.
I almost feel just normal.
I've kind of been struggling a little bit. I've started feeling like very down and very emotional.
I had my second yoga session last night, which went really well. I'm really enjoying it. Like, for me, it's kind of my thing that I really look forward to in the week, and it helps me relax, and it's just my time to focus on the baby.
Sickness is gone. Hooray! Thank God for that. But sadly, it's been replaced with heartburn.
I'm sore, I'm not gonna lie, I am still very sore.
I'm like the warmest human being on the planet at the moment. I'm so warm all the time.
I've put on about a stone in weight altogether, which, you know, obviously is not just the baby. I'm putting on fat here and there to help with the baby, but that's fine as long as everything's okay with the baby, then obviously that's okay.
Now it's time to get honest and look at the Channel Mum, the good, the bad and the ugly of being 24 weeks pregnant. The good. If there was ever a time for nightly foot rubs from your other half, it is now. I used to get at least a good half-hour foot rub every night while he watched the football and I watched pregnancy updates on my phone. You are growing a baby after all. The bad. You are slowly realising or remembering just how expensive babies really are. How much are nappies? We definitely recommend bulk buying and taking advantage of baby events in supermarkets to save some pennies. And the ugly, the gestational diabetes test. Yes, some women, for various reasons, can be sent for a gestational diabetes test between 24 and 28 weeks pregnant. And this is because some women when pregnant can develop diabetes, which goes away after the baby is born. This involves fasting overnight and then going into hospital and having a blood test, followed by a rather yucky glucose drink and then another blood test. This is to check for the rise in your blood sugar levels and to make sure they are within the normal limits. It's not fun, I'll be honest, and that glucose drink can make you feel a little bit sick first thing in the morning, but it's worth it to make sure that you and baby are safe. So as always, we hope you've enjoyed watching our textbook versus the truth about being 24 weeks pregnant. We'd really love to hear how you and baby are doing in the comments below, so make sure you let us know. And if you'd like something to watch after this, then why not check out all the other vlogs from other mums who are 24 weeks pregnant now over on Channel Mum. We will leave the link down below for you as always. And yeah, that's it from me, so we will see you and that gorgeous baby of yours for week 25.